The Good Samaritan by British author Dinah Rowe Kendall, born 1923, was painted in 1994. So this is interesting. The Good Samaritan in the Bible story was going along. No, there was a man who was robbed and left in a ditch, beat up, and different people passed him by. A priest passed him by. Somebody went across the other way. But a Samaritan, who is usually, I believe, an outcast, like mixed religions, Jewish religion, came and helped the man and put him on his bicycle or donkey, I don't know, and took him to a hotel, gave the money, and said, "Take care of this man. Be a good Samaritan. Help others. Help the person in the street. Help the person next to you." The Pharisees questioned Jesus was painted by French artist James Jacques Joseph Tissot, 1836 to 1902, for a series of illustrations known as The Life of Christ, painted circa 1886 to 1896. So we have to look that up. The Pharisees questioned Jesus, "Hey, what would you do if this happened? Or what would you do if that happened?" I think one of the questions was, if a woman marries 7 times and her husband dies each time in heaven, who will she be married to? And I believe Jesus said, "There's no marriage in heaven." So the Pharisees are trying to trick him. The religious people are trying to trick Jesus. Opposite. This sketch of Jesus is a study for the painting He Wept Over Jerusalem by the Spanish artist Enrique Simone Lombardo, 1866 to 1927. This is circa 1892. So Jesus wept over Jerusalem. So he's walking by Jerusalem. I don't know all the story about that, but I will look it up after this. I like the brown colors of his hair, and then a blue background. Beautiful. A mural of Jesus as Pantocrator Almighty was painted by the Russian artist Mikhail Nesterov, 1862 to 1942, for the Church of St. Alexander Nevsky at Bastumani, Georgia. Wow. I have a friend who lives in Georgia. Jesus as Almighty for the Church of Alexander Nevsky. I'll Google that. Alexander Nevsky. Jesus Almighty. I wonder who this is. An angel? Jesus sitting at the right hand of God. I don't know where God is. Opposite. Christ on the Sea of Galilee is the work of the French artist Eugene Delacroix, 1798 to 1863, from 1841. Seems like there was another one where he calmed the seas. So, Christ on the Sea of Galilee. Maybe I'll look back. He's sleeping and everybody's going, "Hey, why is he sleeping? There's a big storm." And I think I heard on the radio that God or Jesus had them wait hours. Like the storm went on for hours, and then finally Jesus woke up and said, "Oh, you have little faith." And then he stilled the storm. So be calm in the storm. Jesus has got it. Jesus knows what's going on. Help us in the storm. Okay, last one. Left James Jacques Joseph Tissot. I think we just read about him. 1836 to 1902, painted Zacchaeus in the sycamore, awaiting the passage of Jesus. Zacchaeus was a wee little man, so he's a small man. I think he's a tax collector, which is looked down on. Maybe they steal the money. So there's Jesus saying, "Hey, Zacchaeus, come down. I'm going to your house today." So Jesus cared about the sinners, the taxpayers, prostitutes. Jesus cared about everybody, even the Pharisees. So he argued with them.